How has it been the experience in Lausanne Festival?
It's been amazing. I think it's been maybe I'd say one of our favorites.
Yes,
yeah.
100%. You guys are all amazing, and we were literally just saying that every festival has a different vibe, a different energy, depending on where you are, the culture, the organizers, the volunteers, and of course the fans. And I feel like this convention is just, there's something about the energy that is so positive. Also, I love LGBT conventions because you feel like you are there for something bigger than yourselves as well, which is always like talking about the right things and pushing something forward in a way, in a positive way. But yeah, we love it, and we hope that you'll have us back.
I agree with everything Dom said. I think we've had such a good time, and the fans have been so amazing, and it's nice to have just a different vibe. Being in a European culture, I think, has a different feeling. It's very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
How did you end up working in Wynonna Earp?
Oh, I auditioned a few times for Wynonna and for Waverly, and then I auditioned for Nicole. So just luck, just right place, right time, right role.
Yeah. And I did a self-tape, which means I just like stuck the camera in my bedroom in Bristol, UK, and sent it off. I actually went up for Wynonna as well, but that was like months before. Obviously didn't hear anything back. And then I got the role of Waverly, did the self-tape, thought obviously no one's going to watch this, sent it off, and then quite a long time after, there was a big break, like between when I sent it, and then I was having like a bit of a crisis, a bit of a breakdown, thinking I was work again, and I had a big cry to my mom in the park, and then just as I finished crying, I had a phone call from my manager. Did you not know this? I was supposed to go to India to film a movie, and that was like the first job I'd got in over like a year and a half, and I was like, thank the Lord, I've got a job. And then I got rid of my house, I got rid of everything, I had nothing left. I moved back to Bristol because I was like, okay, I'm going to India next week, and then my flight, they called and they said, we're pushing the movie to next year. You're not going to be doing this movie. And I was just like, I've got rid of everything in London. This is crazy. And my mom said, I had no money or anything. She said, get on the next flight to Canada, because she was in Canada. She was in Montreal. So I went to Montreal. She said, just get there. We'll pay for it. We'll find a way. Because I was like, distraught. I was like, no confidence, anything. I thought I'm never going to work again. Remember when you told me to be quick? Anyway, but it's a good story. It's a good story. But then I came over to Montreal, and I was sat in Parc La Fontaine, and it was so hot, and I was like, I said to my mum for the first time, I like fully let everything out to my mum, and I just said, I don't think I can do this anymore. Whoa, I think I'm done. I'm right.
Similar for me.
I'm done.
Driving Uber.
Yeah, I remember.
I was driving Uber, and I was about to go that night to hand out beer samples at like a festival with my ex. I know, and I was like, this is gonna suck. I don't want to go. I was driving Uber.
Amazing. Thanks for them, yeah. But I got so then I had a big cry. I got a phone call from my manager saying, do you know that little show Wynonna Earp? And I was like, yeah, is that the crazy vampire show that's like, or like I didn't know, I remember it, like I thought of Buffy, and I was like, yeah. And she said, they can't afford to fly you to Toronto, but aren't you in Montreal anyway? And I was like, yeah. They were like, would you mind going to meet them? And I was like, oh my God, absolutely. Yeah. And so like me and my mum went home, and we were seeing how much it would cost on the train, and like it was so exciting, like it changed everything. And then I went there for one day, got there, met Mel, met Emily, had the best audition. We ate quiche and like had a laugh. It was so fun. And that day they called me and said, would you like to go to Calgary for 5 months to film?
That's cool.
That's crazy, isn't it? And it changed my life forever. Like I really think that had that not come at that time, I wouldn't be an actor. Yeah. No way. I was done. I was done. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So funny, yeah.
Okay. What you love about your character in Wynonna?
For you, I think. For me, what I love for both of us. Yeah. I love how comforting she is. I mean, I say it's her weakness too to be there for everyone, but I think if I had Nicole as a friend, she would be the one I would always call when I needed like a rock. you know, I needed somebody solid to depend on, I know she would never, ever let you down. She's one of those people where no matter what you ask, she's going to follow through. Really strong morals, like, yeah, 100%.
Waverley's ability to see the best in everyone that she meets. She always, I feel like her moral compass is so strong. Like, no matter where you go, like, she has that, like, Northern Star that's like, I'm going to be a good person, and I'm always going to be pushing out positivity no matter what, because that is the only way forward. And she's never swayed by that.
Okay. How do you think the industry should improve to give a bigger and better visibility to the LGTB character?
I think honestly, I really feel like since the beginning of this journey with Wynonna, I feel like I've seen more representation. I don't know if it's just because I'm so much more involved in the community now, but I feel like there are more shows coming out with a mandate to have better queer representation on them. I really feel like that's actually happening. It's not just me being so much more aware. But I think just also with the fans being so passionate, it shows, because they're the customer, they're the ones who are consuming the media, so it shows. We have conventions like this, and then other shows are going, wow, this community is really hungry for their content. So I think just the more that the fans show their support and the more they speak out about what they love, they will listen, because they want to production companies want to make content that people are going to watch. So I think just the power of these fandoms and having whole conventions and hundreds of people coming together from all over the world to be in one place to celebrate these characters is a huge message to networks and production companies and producers to make more content. And I think the events like this are completely a key part of that.
Very well said. And the only thing I would add to that is just that I think that what I realize is the key is positive representation. What we really need to be talking about, the conversation we need to be having is so that producers know that it's not just about sticking, the token lesbian or gay character in it. It's about treating it with respect. It's about telling the stories truthfully. And I think that as long as we continue to have that dialogue, hopefully that will also come through.
And one last thing is I think we need more people writing. We need to get the people who want to see their story up on screen. We need to get them writing and producing and directing and making those decisions. I think the more diversity we can have in our writers' room, then we're going to get more diverse and more truthful stories.
I was actually talking to Shannon about that last night, and it's so cool. She's like such a badass. I really love her. And she was like, I think that I want to write those stories. I want to be behind that stuff because I know that community so well. I know it. And it's true. No one can write a story than the person who knows it best, right? So it's exactly that, pushing that forward as well.